Hey, do you want to get some ice cream for National Ice Cream Day?
That's the best. Call him the carpet shark. Ah. Hey, poochers. What kind of ice cream should we get? It's National Ice Cream Day. What do you think?
Did you die? I don't know what to go with. Tonight, though, give me some s'more. Half-baked is really good. I don't have any of the cool new flavors, though. That kind of sucks. Quick question. When you buy ice cream like this, a pint of ice cream, do you eat it all in one shot? I can only think of a handful of times where I haven't eaten the whole thing in one shot. Almost always gone in one shot. If you've never filmed yourself eating, it's one of the most awkward things you can do, for sure. I think what I'm gonna do in post is make this go really, really fast. And then when I get to the talking parts, I'll slow down. Brain freeze. Oh. Last bite. All gone. So now that you've just watched me do my civic duty and eat an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, you might be thinking, Brandon, that was fun. What's the point of this video? And I guess the point is, it doesn't really have a point other than to say, sometimes I'm not really good at making these videos. It's hard to come up with ideas all the time that I think will be entertaining and useful to you. Do the reviews, but more often than not, I'll talk to you maybe about mental health, but tutorials, good info that I think will help you move, feel, and perform better, as the tagline goes. But sometimes I run out of good ideas. So this video is like, maybe you could help me think of what you want to see next. Ask this on Instagram, and I got I got answers, but none of them also appealed to me, which is kind of tough because I want to make it interesting for you, and in order to do that, I kind of have to be interested in it. Hopefully that makes sense. So I thought maybe I'd list down some options, and then you could tell me what you want to see more of, and it doesn't even have to be in the space of what we normally talk about, because I'm interested in a lot of things. But let me write them down and I'll see what you think.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I just listed down a few. I thought we'd go over them. Alright, number 1, photography and video. Maybe that's something you're into. I just started not too long ago, about a year and a half ago. I actually bought my very first camera. And I love it. I love shooting these videos, and I love taking photos even more. But maybe that's something you're into and you want to know a little bit more about it. Kind of along the same lines, my creative process. I love to draw, I love to take photos. Maybe you want to know more about the gear and the apps I use to do all that stuff. Maybe it'll help you. Anything along those lines. Good info. This would be something more typical of what I normally do. Let's say, for instance, somebody asked on Instagram, when I asked this question, like, what do you want to see next? Somebody mentioned the psoas, lower back pain. I thought that was a really good one because it's not talked about a lot. So if I were to do a good info one, I'd probably do it on the psoas. I think it could be really beneficial for you. Why jiu-jitsu? I do jiu-jitsu. I have been for the last 4 years. I freaking love it. I used to compete a lot. That's what, like, whoops, these medals are for. Here's the silver at state champs. That kind of sucks, actually. This one doesn't mean a lot. But over on that one, I've got, you can't see them, but they're right there. I got a silver at Pan Am's and 2 third places at World Champs, and I won a couple of like smaller tournaments from the IBJJF. They mean a lot. Why do I do it? Why should you do it? I think that could also be a really good video, especially if you want to lose weight or learn some good skills for self-defense. Setting a Guinness World Record. I don't know if you knew this, but a few years back, 2014, maybe? I can't remember, it's been a while. I set the Guinness World Record for the highest standing jump and the highest standing single leg jump. And it wasn't easy. There's a lot of paperwork and hoops you gotta jump through. So maybe you wanna know more about that. Maybe you wanna know more about the Whole 30. Maybe we'll get Melissa on here and talk about it. Doubt it'll happen though. Last one, coming out of retirement. I used to play volleyball a lot. That's kind of like what I did. And then I stopped playing. And I hadn't touched a ball really in 4 years. And just recently, last weekend I believe, I came out of retirement. I played my first volleyball tournament in like 4 years. And then I play in a league now every Tuesday night. And everything hurts and I suck really, really bad. Maybe you want to hear more about that. But that's it. That's kind of what I would love to know your thoughts on. You can help determine what this channel is all about and the videos you see. I obviously want to make it fun and interactive and entertaining, but sometimes my brain, especially after eating 110 grams of carbs, my brain doesn't work so well with all the concussions and stuff. And I'm just saying that sometimes it can be really hard being creative. Making these videos aren't easy. You got to do a script. This one doesn't have a script, and that's why it probably sucks. But you got to have a script and write all these things and get the lighting. And so sometimes I could really use your advice and just be like, hey, Brandon, I want to see a video on this. That's it. Let me know in the comments below, right? And then maybe I'll do that this weekend. And next Tuesday, you'll have one of those videos. Cool. All right, well, I'll catch you later. Peace. I will say that there have also, don't focus on Bobby. What are you doing?